Welcome to Troy, Alabama. And a lot of fans might think that running through the tee is reserved for the Volunteers of Tennessee. But the Trojans here at the Vet would strongly disagree as we are set for a showdown on the wiregrass. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the James Madison Dukes, squaring off with another Sun Belt foe, the Troy Trojans. 48 Sports College Football. Join. The Trojans will put toe to leather and will get started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So James Madison's offense is on the field for the first time today. And there he is. To this team's fans, he is a heroic figure. He is the guy who can lead them to the promised land.
This guy has been in big games, in big moments, and he's delivered for his football team. It never seems like a situation is just too big for him. This obviously is a huge game. I cannot wait to see this guy compete.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The play-action fake. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And not the optimum setup to try to salvage the opening drive with a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Get it out on the screen.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Trojans offense will take the field for the first time. And David, we'll see just how effective they can be on the ground running against a backer like this.
But they're going to do what they do, and they're going to feature their guy. He's an elite running back.
Fires the pass, intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Offense getting set for 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught downfield. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover, you get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. He's gonna pass. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down. The Dukes have taken it inside the 20. Running the red zone. It's Cherry. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They'll throw on 3rd and short. He's got it and still on his feet. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, James Madison.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. A little screen to the running back. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. The Trojans will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He gets a block. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Big first down sack for the defense. Brings up 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Makes the grab. It's Glenn. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Here's the return. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Looking for room. It's Cherry. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. And the Dukes come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. He's looking to throw. Zings it complete to the right. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. The Dukes look to keep this drive humming. They'll go to the ground. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Glenn. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Dukes are threatening in the red zone. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Getting some heat. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Running back searching for a hole. Not much running room. He's got 1 down to the 12. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. And down goes Mr. Quarterback, there are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. They'll run the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. It is perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got him downfield. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Finds his tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. They'll try the run. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Just a short pass to the tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. 1st down. The inside handoff. They wrestle him down after he picks up 6 inside the 20 and down at the 18. Back to the ground with the running back. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. On 1st down from the 13-yard line. Back to throw, it's Tompkins. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Flushed out of the pocket. At the 35, he's loose. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Dukes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Caught over the middle, it's Glenn. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's the handoff. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Looking to pass on second down. On target over the middle. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. And the Dukes come to the line in the hurry-up.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab on the left. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Dukes.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To the ground with the back. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. Guys, it's James Madison on top as we've come to the end of the quarter. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. From the gun. Give on the inside. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. To the air, it's Tompkins. Working that left side now. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Going up top on 1st down. Gets it to the back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Quick strike complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Yeah, and the defensive line, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
And the Trojans line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Finds the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. To the ground to try to move the chains. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Wants to bring it back. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Looking to go up top on first down. He's going to take off. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Trojans in the hurry-up.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
They'll run it from the gun. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Offense, quick tempo. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on fourth down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
They're testing the right side here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Back to pass, it's Tompkins. Fires on the move. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Using his legs, it's Cherry. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Dukes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to the back. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Just feeds the running back. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And he's already made one. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. And it's right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And the Trojans will move the sticks. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. They'll leave it with him. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Quick release by the QB. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Now facing a 3rd and long. It'll be a draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. Now on the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. He'll start this drive firing. Got his man to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Cherry. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He's got his man. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the tight end. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Smashes it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. Firing to the right, complete.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
And the DB right with him to knock it away. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. To the air, it's Tompkins. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. He makes the grab. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. And the Trojans will hustle to the line. Trying to find his man on first down. They're trying to get to it. The offense in hurry-up mode. On second down, he's looking downfield. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. To the air on first down. Trying to get to it. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to pass it on second down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Caught near the sideline, it's Glenn. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. On second down, he'll fire. Quickly to the tight end. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Fires to the middle. It's caught. Open space at the 25. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Had nowhere to go with that one, had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3-spot before the break. Between the uprights, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far in Troy today. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that, let's head back to our team inside Veterans Memorial Stadium.
And the Dukes will kick it off to start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Dropping back, it's Tompkins. Got his man. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Trojans have this offense rolling. They'll run it from the gun. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. After the incompletion on 2nd down, it's 3rd and inches. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Got his man quickly. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football, let him make plays.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. It's good. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there.
All kinds of running room. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Grab near the marker, it's Glenn. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Give to the running back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Got it set up on the outside. Fakes his man out. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense, but the defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
The Dukes will line it up on 1st and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll throw it on first down. Setting up the screen. Touchdown, James Madison! And the route is on. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud out of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So an 82-yard drive there. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. So guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Looking to pass. It's Tompkins. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. He hurls one deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. They go to the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Trojans will punt it away on fourth down. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Going to the running game. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Dumps it to the back. It's complete to the right. At the 35, he's open. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. It's a reverse. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Trying play action. They get to him as he throws. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Snagged in the middle. It's Cherry. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires into traffic, picked off. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel in the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
Uncorks it. Finds a man in the middle. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Now on 1st down after that completion. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They go to the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Fires to the right. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. The kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Glenn. And he goes down after making the grab, picks up a few, but still short of the 1st down. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Caught in the backfield, it's Glenn. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the 1st down. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Quarterback on the keeper. Running with power. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Running game worked on 1st down. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. The give to the back. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. And the Dukes are on the move. Off-play action on 1st down. And the pressure was all over him in the blink of an eye. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your 2nd guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
After the big 1st down sack, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He looks that one in nicely. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Dukes will send out the punt unit. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Comes out throwing on 1st down. He's got an open man. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Tompkins looking to buy time. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. He's got it down the middle. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. Guys, it's James Madison on top as we've come to the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Floating away. He'll pull it down. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Working the middle. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
The next time the offense gets down at this point of the field, they need to run the football, because this is what's happening when they're trying to throw it in back-to-back plays. 2 negative plays in a row, not good.
This offense has been unable to find the end zone all day. Can they do it on 3rd and goal? He'll do it himself. And they swarm him under.
And I tell you what, this is the big difference between the NFL and college football. So many guys, week in, week out, they just pull the ball down, or they take a design quarterback run like this.
Snag in the end zone. Touchdown, Troy.
Man, 4th and goal, you're backed up a little bit after a couple bad plays, and you make the play. You needed it. You find your receiver, throw it up. He goes and gets it. What a play by this offense in a critical moment.
Getting set for the point after. Splits the uprights. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And here's the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Glenn. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. The give to the tailback. Find some fresh air. He's loose. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Yeah, this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. He's looking to throw it. Unloads it left. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Now on second down after the incompletion. Off the play fake. They're bringing heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. They'll go to the ground. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Makes his connection. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Looking at a second and short now. Looking downfield, it's Tompkins. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They'll try to get the first through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. On third down, he drops to throw. He lofts one down the sideline. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the Dukes send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Offense set on first down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass, it's Tompkins. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Oh, it's a reverse. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Cherry. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. Never a doubt. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last hit.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think
The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
this quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Scanning the field, it's Tompkins. Wide open downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
And the Trojans with the 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Fires to the wideout. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. From the gun, running back on the move. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now on the move. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Across the 25, he's got room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. From the gun, the give, looking for room.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Gonna run it. It's Cherry. Went to the running game on 3rd down and picked up 5, but still a couple of yards short. It's 4th and 2. Calls his own number. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. First down here for the offense. Looking to throw, it's Tompkins. Got his man on the right. At the 35, he's got room. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Trying to take it back. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He finds a dead spot in the middle. First down for this offense. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.